What's up everybody, welcome back to another average video. In today's video, I'm going to be going through 3 things that you need to have in your tackle box for ice fishing. This one's gonna be more of a beginner's guide. I'll do a later video on some more expert stuff. I guess I shouldn't say expert, but this is basically a beginner's guide to if you're going to the store for the first time. I know a lot of people are going to be ice fishing because of COVID. A lot of people got into fishing because of COVID, just stuff like that, trying to get outside more. So I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people on the ice this year, and I'm gonna name 3 baits that you need to have in your tackle box if you're going out ice fishing for the first time this year. The first bait and the most basic is going to be just a normal jig. So this is the new clam slim box. I actually like it a lot because my baits fit in there, but it's also super slim. So you can catch your crappie, your bluegill, even some bass, all kinds of stuff that you can catch on little jigs such as these. Now, you don't need this many. You need about 6 or 7 different sizes and different colors. That's about it. This is only like half of the stuff I have, but these are the ones that I throw in my pocket and I go hop into different holes. So paired with that is gonna be some plastics. Now, a lot of guys like to use real bait, and I love to do that when I can, but sometimes you forget the bait, and it's always good to have some plastics in your tackle box just in case you did forget it. These are probably gonna be my favorite bait this year, or my favorite plastic this year. These are the Scuddy XL Mackie plastic by Clam. I'll take one of these out and show you guys here. They're kind of look like I don't even know what kind of bug they are, but basically for me, if I clip off the tails, it looks kind of like a waxworm. So that's what I fish with most of the time. I enjoy using live bait waxworms. But like I said, if I forget it or I need to, there's a whole school of them down there and I don't want them to keep pulling the bait off of it, I'll put a plastic on it so that it stays on a little bit better. These are usually paired together. I didn't mention that. These are usually kind of paired together. You either put bait on the end or you put some plastics on the end as well. Next on the list, number 2, is going to be some sort of a Tikka minnow. This is an Acme Hyperglide. They're all kind of the same thing. They look like a little minnow and they have a fantail in the rear, so when you go up and down with your line, they'll actually swim sort of in a circle or straight and then whoop back and swim a little bit. So you need to have one of these when it comes to maybe trying to catch bigger walleye. You're probably not going to catch a good sized walleye on these smaller jigs. So this would need to be in your tackle box. Smallmouth bass, walleye, anything, honestly. If you get a small enough one, you can catch perch, pike, crappie, walleyes, like I said before, sauger, basically anything, yellow bat, everything on something like this. The fish don't always like them, but when they do want something of this size and this look, it is a killer. I'm telling you guys, you need one of these in your tackle box somewhere, whether it's 3 of them or 1 of them, you're going to use this and you're gonna catch some fish on it. And last but not least is a spoon. Now, a lot of guys trout fish with spoons like these, but I have had great success with walleye fishing with spoons, all kinds of stuff. This is the Frostbite Dinner Bell. And if you guys are follow along on Facebook or anything like that, these are kind of the big deal right now. They were a pretty big deal last year, but they were always out of stock. You could never get them. I finally got my hold of a few of them. And I'm excited. I used it a little bit for some rainbow trout fishing in a stocked pond. I caught some walleyes in them on Lake of the Woods last year. It's an action unlike any other. It flutters down. When you jig it, it waves back and forth the little bell in the center as well as the outside flashes. Put a minnow head on the treble hook and go to work with the dinner bell. I love them. I think that eventually they'll construct them a little better. Maybe this year they've upgraded a little bit, but last year I know that the dinner bells were very light and I didn't like how long it took me to get a dinner bell down from like 20 foot down. It took forever, which also helps with the fluttering action, but I just hated how long it took and I couldn't quite feel it on my line. So I think they've weighted them a little bit better. They look a lot thicker than they were. So these are 3 things that if you are a beginner ice fisherman, you need in your tackle box. Without a doubt, you're gonna use them on the ice. Don't just stick with one bait. Make sure you try a couple different ones because fish are finicky. They like to have big bait sometimes, small bait sometimes, different colors. It's crazy. It's not like you used to think it where you'd go out and throw a bobber and catch a fish on a night crawler. It's way different than that nowadays, and it's awesome. It's pretty cool. So make sure that you guys stay versatile, stay mobile, move around, check holes, all that sorts of stuff. I'm gonna be doing some more videos like this as well for beginners and kind of just go over some of the equipment I use as a beginner and what I've upgraded to over the years. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like or hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it and it helps my channel. We're gonna be doing a lot of fishing videos this year. I love ice fishing. It's probably like my favorite season. All my buddies make fun of me for it, but we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.